everybody. Danielle from Made Possible by Pop Culture.
Marisa from GiveMeMyRemote.com.
And it's been a while since we have done a vodcast. Yeah. But we have some cool news to announce during this one. We have finally selected a name for these. We have thoughts. I think that's fitting, right? Now we need a logo, so if any of you want to, whip one up for us, there may be swag involved. But we're here today to talk a little bit. It's the end of the calendar year, and as 2011 closes out, a lot of shows have aired fall finales. A lot of shows are on hiatus for multiple weeks. So we're here to talk a little bit about the shows that have really surprised us. Beginning of the season, we thought we were going to either love or hate, and now we feel the opposite. Do you want to maybe talk about one of yours that...
Sure. I can start off. Yeah. Nikita. It's always been a show I've enjoyed. I enjoyed the pilot. Season 1 was good, but it just feels like this season, every single episode just keeps getting better and better, and Friday night TV is my happy place, and I like kicking it off with Nikita. It's just some cake butt action. The show just is constantly changing, and I legitimately could not tell you where it's going to be 5 episodes from now, 10 episodes from now. It changes so often and so much, and it always keeps you on your toes, and God knows what they're going to do in the future, but I'm digging it.
Yeah. I mean, I love Nikita as well. I think that, for me, one of the shows that's really surprised me this season, American Horror Story, I mean, it came out of the gate as a brand new show, and pilots are always tough, but I really, really did not like the pilot, and I just thought the show's not going to be for me. It was all over the place. It was too much, too, bigger, louder, faster in the pilot. But I stuck with it, and I think the 3rd episode, Murder House, really turned around for me, and now it's one of those shows where every week I look forward to watching it. I'm actively waiting to see what they're going to reveal next, because a lot of stuff that they've explained, you kind of saw coming if you were paying attention the whole time, but because there are so many characters, there are so many other places that the story could go. So I'm eager to find out where it's going to go, especially because it's still a little all over the place, and there are still moments where it's crazy, and you kind of just have to go along for the ride, and I didn't expect to want to go along for the ride, but I do. And if Jessica Lange does not win an Emmy, I will pick it, because she deserves an Emmy, hands down, supporting actress.
Or the special effects team that makes her look younger with all those.
Well, that was only
effects.
The one episode,
but
and
still.
I think they deserve something for that for sure. But I mean, just consistently week after week, the reason I wanted to stick around when I didn't like the pilot was because I love Connie Britton so much, and I love Jessica Lange, but I hadn't really seen her in anything in a while, and I feel like now I love her more. So I'm super excited.
There's a little bit of vindication in there for me, because a whole bunch of us saw that pilot together.
Yes.
Basically almost everyone that I know that writes about television, we all saw this together in a room. Everyone came out of that room so miserable, and they just did not like the pilot. I'm like, but I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, especially by the end, there was an aspect there that, it wasn't the best pilot in the world. It wasn't the best pilot of the season.
I thought it was the worst. I honestly thought it was the worst. And I mean, I think that's part of it too, is like, it's so I almost felt like I had to watch one more, because I was like, no, it's such a big concept that it has to even itself out.
Right.
And it didn't really even itself out. Like, there's still a lot going on. It's still intense and insane in a lot of places, but I mean, they have developed characters, and that was my biggest criticism of the pilot, and they answered it, So I think that's probably why I'm as pleasantly surprised as I am. Yeah. But then, I mean, there's also shows that I thought I would like, but that I didn't realize how much I would like. I think we both agree Homeland is one of those shows. I mean, I like the pilot. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars when I reviewed it, but now it's consistently, I love the show. I mean, if I watched nothing else every week, I would watch Homeland. Oh my God. I don't know. I just feel like every episode gets better, and you think you know where it's going to go, but they open 4 more doors. And honestly, there are episodes that I thought we'd get to that point with that character before the end of this season. I thought that would be the season finale.
Right.
They've already gotten there. So now it's that aspect of, well, where do you go? And it's so smart and so ahead of all of us.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really impressed by. And, what I really admire from the writers too is just they're able to keep us on our toes.
Homeland is one of those shows where I actually want to tear off my skin because it's so good. Like, it's not that sounds weird. I know.
It does sound weird. Yes. I don't know why you'd want to tear off your skin when something is good.
Because it's just like, you're watching it and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And you're like, don't judge me. I see the judgment.
I want to tear off my skin when something's bad. I think that's the difference.
Then I roll my eyes and go like this and go, no,
but then you have something to throw at the TV. Because your skin is, no?
No.
Okay. Well, I that's why I made that face, because I was like, wait, I thought we agreed that we both really loved Homeland. Where is this going?
No.
Okay.
I love me some Homeland. I watch it and I'm just like, every time it ends, I'm like, but no.
Right.
But no, where's the rest?
Right.
And I veto the fact that it's only a 12-episode season.
Yes.
I think this is criminal, and Showtime,
yes.
I will, give you chips to give us a 13th episode.
See, I am a high roller, people. Chips. Oh, but she's talking potato chips. She's not even talking like Vegas chips. So.
Oh, who has Vegas chips?
Right. Right. But I will say, I feel like because it's only 12 episodes, and because they knew that, when they started the season, that's almost why it's as good as it is, because they can throw so much in and then take a break and really plan out the next batch of seasons to make them as good and as complex as they are. Whereas so many shows, 22, 24 episodes of TV is a lot to do, especially if you're writing as it's airing and you don't have the luxury of time to reflect on what you've written. I just worry because we're getting the season finale of Homeland on December 18th.
Veto.
When are we getting season 2?
Showtime, we have questions.
They're not even really, I don't think, actively writing it yet. And they deserve the break and they deserve time to flesh it out, but I want more. And I think the earliest we would get it is summer,
September.
but
it's probably gonna, I'd imagine it'll
probably
launch
would
again
keep
with
the
Dexter.
same. Yeah, it probably would keep the same schedule, but I feel like even if they decided to bump it up, they wouldn't bump it up earlier than summer.
No.
And that's a shame because I want more. What am I going to watch on Sunday nights, you guys? Well, I think
good.
Obviously, though there's a lot more TV to talk about.
Yes, absolutely.
As we mentioned, fall finales have happened, so I think we're gonna have to talk about those as well. But you'll want to stick around, I think. We're gonna grade some shows, some fall finales, and
game.
That's always fun. Yeah, we're gonna play a little game, so you guys are gonna want to come back for that. But until then, you can follow us on Twitter at Danielle TBD.
At Marisa Roffman.
And again, our new podcast name, We Have Thoughts.
Because we do.
Let us know what you think, because we do.
Bye. Bye, guys.